Good evening, class. I'm going to read chapter 7 of Tombquest. I'm going to do it in two parts. So, the chapter is called For Later. Tuesday morning was bright and sunny, which Ren resented. She and her dad were finally on their way across town to visit Alex in the hospital. Their taxi was stuffed full of all the cards, flowers, and gifts the Met staff had given them for Alex. The taxi was quiet, and Ren searched her brain for something to say. She peered around a get well soon balloon to see her dad. There was a really big line for the new exhibition, she offered. Her dad nodded and went back to looking out the window on the other side. He had that same far off look on his face, puzzling out some new problem. That was dumb, she thought. It wasn't a question. She tried again. What are they all there to see? He glanced over. The lost spells, he said. They're big news. Oh, right, those, she said. Yeah, those are pretty important. As soon as he looked away again, she hid behind the balloon, slipped her phone from her pocket, and typed "lost spells" into its web browser. The first page of results was all from sword and sorcery games and fantasy movies. She added Egypt and things improved. She picked an official looking link from the British Museum in London and began to read. The first part she already mostly knew. The Egyptian Book of the Dead has long been thought to consist of some 200 known spells. Ancient priests use these texts to help the spirits of the dead transition smoothly into the afterlife. The next part was more interesting. However, there were reputed to be 9 additional spells, though some scholars believe them to have been lost or destroyed long ago, and others insist they never existed in the first place. These so called lost spells were said to be far more powerful. Some were even reputed to allow the spirits of the dead to return to their physical. What are you reading over there? Her dad interrupted. She tilted the screen away from him. I'm on the British Museum site. Her dad smiled. My little Einstein. Ren looked away. She wished he wouldn't call her that. He was the Einstein. He was the one who grew up speaking only Spanish at home and put himself through the best engineering school in the U.S. She had it 10 times easier, and it still wasn't enough. He had no idea how much extra work, how many extra questions it took her just to keep up. Plus Ted Red, she hated that too. Alex was the only one who'd never called her that. He'd always understood because he was trying to seem better than he really was, too.